Steaming a pot of shellfish, mussels, clams is actually quite simple and very quick. Make sure when buying shellfish that they are unbroken, tightly shut, or if they're slightly open that they snap shut when tapped like that. If they don't close, they're not alive, they're not fresh. And of course, avoid anything with a strong odor. Cleaning the shellfish is the first and most important thing to do when preparing a steamed shellfish like these mussels that I'm going to show you how to make. They do have, every now and then, a beard. I use a little paring knife like this to pull that beard out of the shell. I remember cleaning the mussels from Berrying Hill Beach in Westport, Connecticut. Quite a chore. They were always just full of barnacles and other things, but they were delicious mussels. And we love to go there and low tide and collect a great big basket of mussels, which we will then steam, just like we're going to do right now. So now you can shuck mussels, you can deep fry them, but today we're talking about steaming, so we're going to steam these. Look how nice and glistening the shells are, dark black shells. And the equipment and the ingredients that you need for this wonderful steamed mussels with saffron, the mussels of course, some parsley, garlic, saffron, some butter, salt, pepper, tomato and shallot, and some white wine. And a flat-bottomed pan like this with a tight-fitting lid. That's all you need, and just a few minutes to cook. So I have all my ingredients in front of me, the mussels, the saffron, and the wine. Oh, by the way, saffron is not soluble in fat, so it won't release its color or flavor if added directly to the melted butter that we're going to be heating in a second. So soften and infuse the white wine, 3/4 of a cup, with the saffron threads. See the white wine? Now watch what happens when I add the saffron. It's already becoming a nice orangey color. And I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in our pan. Add to that sliced garlic, about 2 cloves of sliced garlic. I'm using a mandolin. Now, watch your fingers when you do this. I'm going to hold this with a little piece of paper towel. Don't slice the paper towel. Look what you get. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. It's so exquisite. And then the shallots, too, can be done just like that. And the thinner they are, the quicker they cook. I always start with the shallots rather than with the garlic. We don't want the garlic to get any color at all. See what's happening? Nice thin slivers of shallot. There. And add the garlic. You don't have to have garlic with the mussels. This recipe is very tasty with it. And now some roughly chopped tomatoes, but make sure you take the stem end out. You don't want that to end up in your dish. And you don't have to seed or peel these. I find using a sharp serrated knife works very, very well. So just a coarse dice. Get your tomatoes in there. Now, can you see the color of the saffron wine? I love that the color comes out like that. Make sure you get every thread in. And again, what's in the pot is also a fantastic color. Saffron and shellfish, just a wonderful combination. Now, the shells themselves are little steamer baskets, holding those mussels very nicely. We're going to put the cover on, turn the heat up to high, and I shake while it cooks. It's going to take just 5 to 6 minutes to cook the mussels. You can stir once or twice. I can see the shells just starting to crack open. And did you know that mussels have more iron and vitamin B12 than beef? An interesting fact. And also, most mussels now that you buy are farm raised sustainably in Maine and in Northern California. And they are very delicious, and it's nice not to have to do so much scrubbing. But if you're going to pick mussels in the wild, make sure you do so in approved areas. And here we go. They are done. Sprinkle with freshly chopped parsley leaves and a little bit of black pepper sprinkled on top and a little bit of coarse salt. And they're ready to serve. I just love mussels, and I love cooking like this. Serve them with their broth in nice, shallow, wide bowls. And if perchance a mussel has not opened, just leave it. Don't try to eat it. And I want to show you one very nice way to eat mussels before. Oh, look how gorgeous. What a beautiful plate. See how plump? Not shrunken. If you've overcooked it, that mussel will be a tiny little thing in the shell. Now, pull out the mussel with your little butterfly pincers. So delicious. And here you have really delicious mussels. Serve the mussels with some nice toasted bread like this. This was cooked on the grill because you need something to soak up that great broth. Enjoy.